when I was 11, I was doing 35-mile rides.
God
Holy
damn,
shit.
man.
Full grown
I
man.
wish.
That's where the stamina comes from.
Yeah, no, that's,
Fucking
yeah.
13,
Yeah.
I was out in a field cutting fucking 28 acres on a track.
Hey, that's a different kind of workout.
Yeah,
Oh,
13
yeah.
had my fucking finger up my ass, just fucking drinking Coke
Yeah, I
and
know.
playing fucking zombies.
Hey, that's not to say that I didn't pound my share of Cool Ranch playing Nazi zombies.
She poisoned the family's food, and as a result, 2 of the children died and she was hung. Guests who have stayed at the plantation have reported seeing her, and there's even a few photographs where people think they can see her in the background.
He's fucking paralyzed.
What do you mean? Press the fucking trigger, there's no bullets in it!
Sometimes I feel to some that's such a feat. Yeah, so do it with the feet. I shoot and ski. No shake my hand or read. I flow the beats. I go to sleep and show my reach. Ask for treats. Silent sweep. Fill my rat to piece. It's my greed. Spinning round my head. Go Fred. Leave it red. Made it red. All the blood I bled. All the blood I'm breaking bread. Through a flood and now I'm dead. Hear a thud. It's time to shed. My outer shell and through a living hell. Now I'm here to dwell in my cell. Steady yells. All that you can spell. Made of a depressing cell. Haven't reached my perfect cell. Powered up. I don't feel well. Throwing up. I'm a fucking tell.
It should be my meat. Then I go right to sleep.
What do you do to your knee?
I went mountain biking yesterday at Comey Park with a couple coworkers.
And
Took a tumble. I don't know what I did to my knee. I think the bike landed on top of my knee because it hurts like right here. It still hurts.
wait, like on the kneecap? Like a bruise?
No, it's like in between like the kneecap and the skin.
Like right here?
No, up top.
In between the kneecap and the
So, like,
skin.
Right here, there's a little give in your kneecap. You got a funny bone right here. Kind of like,
Yeah, I see.
right here.
I feel it right here.
Yeah.
Dude, what
Yeah.
the fuck? That's such like a specific
a spot.
muscle.
Like, so we rode for like an hour yesterday, and it took about an hour and a half to get back because
Yeah.
of traffic.
Your traffic has been fucked lately.
Yeah, and we were coming from Central at 5:30.
That's
But-
key Baton Rouge travel time, baby.
Yeah, but when I got out, I went to Izzo's, like straight from the park to Izzo's, and probably about an hour and a half later, I get out my truck and I can barely fucking walk. Like, I was doing just fine, and could barely fucking walk, and it was hurting like a son bitch. So I iced it for like 2 hours last night, which didn't, like, the coldness didn't affect me at all. Like, it felt good on my knee. And then at one point, it was like throbbing, like right here.
Oh no, dude.
Almost felt like my kneecap was like separating. But after that, and this morning, it's fine. Like, it kind of hurt this morning to sit down and stand up, but it was.
Wait,
I was able to walk
are you getting the tattoo right there?
around it. Like, yeah, pretty much,
No,
like, right
that's the same knee.
here.
No.
So I'm hoping it's good by the Monday.
Dude, what if he's just like going around and he's like, he goes like right in there. He's like, come on.
He might get a little kick in the face. He was doing something whenever he was for the consultation. He was drawing on my knee,
Yeah.
and at one point he hit something, and my leg literally went.
Dude,
Like
whenever
that.
the doctors do that, it's like, I can't do it right now because I'm not in the position, but whenever your leg is like hanging over something and you just like,
Yeah, you get that reflex. That usually happens right here, but he was doing something up here. And it
like, see
happened.
that?
Yeah, it's that reflex.
That's so fucking weird, man. That's so weird. But,
We're fucking aliens. My other knee got it too with fucking
goddamn.
metal pedals. God, yeah, it fucking hurt.
Damn.
Back of my leg got it too.
Well, that's a good segue into the guests that we have today. Fucking mountain biking.
Yeah.
We have old Hanky Panky coming in for a special guest, and we need to get on with the show so we can get him in here at the end. It is brokeknocklife, episode number 67, the third one of the spooky season. Yeah.
Well, no, technically it's the second, but
Oh my god, dude.
but
Dude, I looked at the Goonies shirt again today, and I'm like, God damn it. I'm never wearing that fucking shirt again. The lost episode. But anyway, fuck the Goonies. Fuck failed episode 66, was it? We recorded episode
Yeah.
66 twice. Yeah, fuck 60. It's because it's 66. That's why.
Yeah, 666.
Yeah,
Just wait
yeah.
till episode 666.
Dude, there's gonna be like some
The house might burn down.
a tornado is gonna sprout up in the middle of our house. But anyway, we got to get on with the show. We got some clips for y'all. We got a segment at the end with some mountain biking. We got some spooky stories coming from Louisiana that I got in store for y'all that I'm gonna tell. And it's some local shit that most people wouldn't think that has like a haunted history. Apparently, most everything in fucking Louisiana has like a haunted history.
Yeah, especially in New Orleans.
Right. So, episode 67 of the Broke Knock Life podcast, where we beat our meat
And we go to sleep.
every goddamn day. This
Sometimes I be something that's such a feat. Yeah, so do it with the feet. I shoot and ski. No shake my hand or reach. I flow the beats. I go to sleep and show my reach. Ask for treats. Silent sweep. Feel my wrath of peace. It's my greed. Spinning round my head. A Fred. Leave it red. Made it red. All the blood I bled. All the blood I'm breaking bread. Through a flood and now I'm dead. Hear a thud. It's time to shed. My outer shell and through a living hell. Now I'm here to dwell in my cell. Steady yells. All that you
Okay.
can spell. Made of
all right. That's enough of that. Okay, so we have an intro song coming to y'all right after the intro track. It's from the Dak Attack with the Mac at the back of the sack. It
Oh, that
says
was perfect. You didn't skip a beat.
67 episodes of practice. So probably like 30-something episodes of practice. But this is from his EP Collective Thoughts. This is Jungle.
Juice.
Jungle Juice. Has kind of like a spooky vibe to it. And while we're playing that, reminder to sub, comment, all
Flicking
that.
on. It sounds like it'd be a good Suicide Boys beat.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a oh, you got the boss.
I only got it because I thought it had a flavor.
Oh, it doesn't.
No.
Did you think it had a flavor because of the blue cap?
Yeah. And the bottle's blue too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had a yellow one. That was tangerine flavor?
Tangerine.
Yeah, it was a little strong. So like whenever you drink it, like it activated your saliva glands.
I know.
And so
I would like that because I have like barely any salivary glands.
it make like whenever I would take like the first 5 sips out of it, and this is probably the first 5 sips out of this. So about that much.
Wait, what is the unscrew it? I want to see what like the mouth part looks like.
Gaping.
So I like that.
Gaping.
Yeah, I like gaping. Gaping is dope.
I like this one a little bit better. The mouthpiece on this one. A little bit smaller, easier to control.
Dude, I like chug. I like chug water.
I do too, but people don't drink water right. People don't drink anything out of bottles right. Most people would.
No.
Most people would do that. You gotta give it air.
Yeah. That's
Give it air. Yeah.
Dude, I can't drink.
Yeah. And see, I don't like
I don't like that, dude. That.
I don't like how it fits my whole top lip in my mouth. I like.
Dude,
the
that's
smaller
such
one.
an aggressive way of drinking water.
I've seen so many people do that.
I know,
Like you're
I know,
drinking water, like whatever you're drinking, whether it be a Coke or whatever.
Dude, if you drink a Coke like that, imagine you just.
Dude, I've seen so many people drink Cokes like that, and they're lipping it, and I'm like, all of it's getting on your teeth. Every single bit is getting.
You're
on your
just
teeth.
like,
yeah.
and just like,
Well,
just jamming it onto your mouth.
I know my cousin does this.
and he
so,
like sucks it. Oh, dude.
He just just like that, and like your teeth have got to have so much just shit on them.
Oh my
Like
god.
not shit, but your crud. Like
Yeah,
you know how
dude,
you
it's
wake
just,
up in
like,
the morning after like a
constantly.
night of drinking, or just smoking a bunch of cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
Smoking whatever you smoking.
The cigarettes that I've never ever seen you smoke.
Yeah. But you have this like film on your teeth, and you can feel it.
Oh yeah.
And like, it's got to be like that after
Like, you wake
after
up, you're like-
lip a Coke. Yeah.
And you're like, I gotta brush my teeth.
Yeah,
But imagine them motherfuckers, them mouth fucking sucking.
Oh, I know exactly who you can go and watch who does that. Buttery Vlogs. Go watch him. Medium Boy. He fucking.
Like whenever he drinks a drink in the video,
Yeah,
that's what he
every
does.
single drink, if it's out of a bottle like this, every single drink he lips. And I'm like, why? Why? It's got to be a California thing. Like, why do you lip it? Stop lipping it. Like,
Dude, you can't
It's
like.
aggravating.
How do you judge?
How do you
the
enjoy it?
amount, Yeah, how do you judge the amount of water that's going in? Because like, whenever I
You gotta
drink,
suck on it.
right? Like,
I'll let the air control it. Like you control it with the air.
that's why there's bubbles coming up because
Yeah.
it's just, dude, what?
No, people are crazy.
I don't know, man.
I don't know why there's so many different ways to drink something, but there's definitely a wrong way.
That's the wrong way.
Yeah, there's definitely a wrong way to drink it.
Fucking lipping that bitch.
Yeah, you can't fucking lip nothing. Don't lip it.
Dude, it's just
If I share my water with you and you lip it, just fucking keep it. Just fucking keep it. I don't care if you drink out of it, just don't fucking lip it.
yeah, dude, that's just like making out with the fucking lid of the water bottle.
Exactly. You might as well just stick your fucking tongue in it after that.
You might as well just like after, just like
Yeah,
Just do that.
Yeah, spit on it like you're spitting in a girl's mouth. Why don't you just take your dick out and fuck it next? I mean, shit.
All right, speaking about taking your dick out and fucking it next, we need to get on with the
shit.
Grant's basement. It is
Spell red.
and
LSTER.
so ridiculous.
My spooky.
Are you ready for my spooky cock?
No.
You gotta tell Tyler next girl he fucks. He's gotta tell her. Or if he fucks one on the 31st.
I'm gonna
That's what
hook the
he's gotta say.
soundboard up to his Bluetooth on his speakers.
Yeah.
And then whenever I hear something like that, I'm gonna
Are you ready for my spooky cock?
and then I'm gonna hear, "Excuse me?"
What did you just say? Your spooky what?
You're sp-
Well, did you just call it a cock?
Dude, that'd be so funny if I did it while Kingsley was doing that. You'd be like, "What? I didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
You dick."
That was the dicks back there. You dick.
That was Chris. and then I don't know. I'll just say no.
Quit fucking with me, Chris. I'm trying to get my dick. I'm trying to get my noodle wet, Chris. You dick.
Are you ready for my spooky cock?
All right. So this Gramps basement is gonna be kind of all over the place. Yeah, fucking get that shit out of here. I'm obsessed with keeping that in the corner. So I have a few scary clips, and then it's mixed in with a bunch of random shit, and then after that we're gonna tell some haunted Louisiana stories. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me, Dick.
I don't know what this is, but I honestly hope it's the video of the kid who's you know the meme of the kid smoking out of a bubbler while people are fighting.
Oh yeah.
hope it's that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It looks like the same shorts.
That's amazing. We'll see. We'll see if it's that video or not. So I'm gonna need everyone to drop what they're doing, pay attention for this Gramps Basement Spooky Edition,
Beat off to it.
and let's take your cock out, take your bean out, and I don't know how you can take your bean out, but do it how you do it. So let's get on with the show.
Impressive.
It got me too. It got me.
That hurt my hand. Fuck this kid. This kid can get fucked.
Dude, I'm all the way over here, and I fucking.
This kid can get fucked. You know what? Now I wish he would have fucking fell. Fuck this kid. That was good. Fuck.
Oh no.
That reminds me. You remember that?
I watched it 5 times in a row, and I got the same amount scared every single time.
You remember that? That commercial. It was a jump scare commercial. I think they actually played it on TV. Where they were driving through a valley.
Yeah.
And they just all of a sudden.
Yeah, like right out from the right.
Right.
Yeah, I remember showing that to like everybody. I'm like, look at this new car commercial.
I think
It's
they
so
actually
peaceful.
played that on TV.
I think so. It was like a German. It was some like out of country.
Yeah, it may have been for Volkswagen.
Yeah, I think it was. I think
Fucking
you're right.
Volkswagen. I should have never bought one. Fuckers.
Just constantly fucking with people. Let's put a huge like viral meme scare for our commercial.
And,
And
we're gonna
look,
fuck everyone up.
We're talking about it right now,
Yeah,
like
right now.
years later.
That was probably what 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Long. No, maybe not. I don't know.
It
15,
feels
we were
like it.
10.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You're 25.
God damn, man.
I
Fuck.
think that's how that works. Or would you have been 15 10 years ago?
No, 10 years.
You would
10,
have been
10 years.
You would have been 15.
Yeah.
So
10 years ago, I would have been 15 because I'm
it would
25
have been
now.
15 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I was about to say 20. I'm like, wait, no, it would be.
I'd be 5 years
yeah,
old.
5.
Dude, if I saw that at 5 years old, bro, oh my God.
I don't think I'd be able to watch scary movies. Yeah. Fuck. That was bad. Like, I fucking backed away from the chair and everything. I can't remember if I said anything or even yelled. All I know is I was holding my jaw like this.
Dude, I have one of
clinched, the pointy part slipped past.
I have one
Ow.
of those exercise grip things right there. You can hold on to.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Put this in your butthole.
Dude, don't tell people how I actually use that.
Oh. Smells fine.
I disinfect it every time, COVID.
Oh shit. Okay. I already see something I don't like. Fucking Cat 5. That's a nightmare right there.
That's great.
Just fucking run it. She's videoing something too. It's gonna get closer every time. I'm sitting back.
Oh, I did. I don't remember the second part.
I took a fucking shower before I came here and I'm sweating.
I don't like shit that moves like
Super
that.
fucking fast.
Like a still image coming at you. Like
I know.
I don't like that.
I don't even know how people fucking make this shit. And at this point, I'm too scared to ask.
Yeah.
Fuck. That was a good one, too.
Okay, so.
Oh, this is our guy.
Yeah, this is our guy. So.
Hey, you know he's made it on his way to Reddit.
No shit.
Yeah, people are shouting him out on Reddit.
Dope.
Yep.
Dope, dude. He deserves everything,
I
man.
saw a different one. It was so the same like creatures that they were in the water, right? So you know that creature that came out from the bottom. Well, this one was different. It was still in the water, same creature. They had the guy videoing a guy in front right there, and they had this one fish come right in front of him, and then it was from out of nowhere. It was like right in front of him. Came out from nowhere, right in front of him. I'm like, what the fuck?
He has another behind the scenes. I think he has a behind the scenes of that one that you're talking about. I think he's uploaded because that one got a fuck ton of views. And if you're seeing it on Reddit, that's probably why. It's
Yeah.
because it's really, really popular.
Man, that was fucking creepy.
That shit's so fucking
that
good.
one was more surreal. It was like, what?
Yeah, see, those are the ones I think are scary. The ones that really touch on actual events.
I mean, fuck. This could be fucking real.
Yeah, this is not really what I was describing, but this one is still scary in itself.
No, yeah, this wouldn't happen in this reality.
Yeah,
but-
right.
But still, I mean, fuck it. I mean, bullshit's happening every day.
Wait, it's lights.r.off. And he has another one coming to us. Oh,
Yo, I was not expecting that.
dude, it's just like overwhelming towards the end.
I hate how the video's in the passenger seat too.
Yeah.
That makes it even worse.
You can't do anything about it.
That's fucking creepy.
Dude, no.
Dude. What the fuck?
Look at the fucking gleam
I know.
in the eye.
That's
It's incredible.
also, I can't even fucking talk.
Those
These
first-
videos are freaking me out so much I can't even talk.
The promo I'm gonna make is just gonna be of these first 3 videos. Everybody's gonna be like,
Yeah, no shit. They just title it "You're Welcome."
Yeah.
You need to see this.
Watch towards the end.
Yeah. Wait for the end.
All right, so this video has gone viral, and I think we played it on here, but only the first half people watch. Nobody really. The second half has been like deleted from everybody's memory because they think this shit is. Anyway, just play it. I'll explain later.
Is that foreshadowing?
I can't see that.
A fish with teeth.
We'll see.
Wait, what? I was about to say.
See,
There's no way. There's no way he got knocked out.
yeah, he was kidding.
I was waiting for, like, right here is where I was waiting for bubbles to start coming up.
Yeah,
Because if he was knocked out, he'd be inhaling.
yeah, dude. Yeah, you're right.
I bet he made everyone shit their
Yeah,
pants.
dude. Everybody was like silent. Yeah, do not touch the fish. He's
And he
literally
fucking
in there.
makes out with one.
He's
Yeah, and then he
literally in there
jumps in the
swimming. He's swimming with them right now.
Yeah, well, technically he's not touching them.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, you're right. Dude's a legend. But the first half of this video got like it cut off like right after that, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, holy shit!" And then nobody watched the second because I originally saw like the full thing, and I'm like, "Why is everybody thinking that he's actually like dead?" And then,
It's because they cut it off at the perfect time.
yeah, to make the headlines.
At first, I thought the fish fucking grabbed his ear, and I'm like, "Whoa, that's a fucking strong fish, man."
Fucking accurate.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
fucking
what?
drag your ass to the depths.
Yeah, what if he didn't? What if that fish, just like wasn't being that nice, and he decided to,
was a
chomp
big
a little
fish,
bit
man.
harder?
Yeah, it was a big fish, man.
That could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, he could have taken his nose off. And at the beginning, this is a really bad idea. I know.
I was about to be kidding, and his nose is like completely off. There's like blood everywhere. I was trying. This was a joke.
And now he looks like Voldemort. Fuck.
He who must not be named.
Volt dick.
Bold Dick.
Boulder dick.
Okay, so this guy is playing What Lies Beneath in VR. See,
no,
okay,
tell him
but
what lies
pause this, dude. I don't think I could handle.
A scary game like that?
Yeah, no, like not
Phasmophobia. VR.
not in VR, man. Like I get scared playing games on here.
Yeah, my cousin wants The Walking Dead something. I don't know, but it's got VR support and you got fucking zombies coming at you.
That I think that would be better though, because that's like more on like a zombie survival.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like if it
Still be
was
freaky,
like
but-
Phasmophobia,
Yeah, no.
and like stuff that utilizes all that shit, and like, dude, imagine you're like calling out to it, and
Well,
You, like, look to
imagine what happened the last time we played Phasmophobia.
dude, imagine
In
if you were in
VR.
VR and you
would've
you looked
ran.
over, you would have fucking ran into the wall.
Not the wall, because I was playing upstairs then. I would have fucking went through the balcony. Fucking launched
We
myself
would
down
just
the
see your
steps.
character like start glitching and like disconnecting. We'd be
Yeah.
like Morgan, and you just hear
All the while.
no. Oh my god. But yeah, this guy is playing What Lies Beneath in VR, and I think he's in some serious shit right now.
Just by the pause, it looks like he's balls deep in some serious shit.
Yeah, the pose that he's holding right now, dude. That is one terrified man.
Mouth wide open.
All right.
Oh my
I'm backing up. Just the noise.
Oh. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh god damn! Oh, he's still alive. Well fuck, man. What? How do I load this shit? Oh god dude! There's somebody behind me. Fuck! Ah, I hate this already. Ah!
He's fucking
I
paralyzed.
don't. What do you mean? Press the fucking trigger. There's no bullets in it. Fuck this. Nah, we're done for now. Nope.
I want to know how far he got in.
That last scream, that last big scream was fucking hilarious. He's like, oh, oh,
Oh, fuck this for now.
Fuck this. Nah, we're done for now.
Oh,
like,
no.
go back a
Yes.
little bit further. I think it's like
I
right
think
there.
it's like right here.
Because like he looks back.
Oh! I don't. What do you mean? Press the fucking trigger. There's no bullets.
He's in full panic
it.
mode right now.
Fuck this.
He can barely even walk.
Imagine his character in real game.
He's sitting there going,
I'm imagining he's like up against the wall, just
I
like
know.
looking at it, and then just like glitching his hands, like.
what
Alright,
do you
fuck
mean
the-
press the fucking
What
button?
do you mean, press the button? Oh, whoa.
I don't think I'll ever be able to do VR like horror games.
I don't think my heart can take it, man.
Me either.
Like I can maybe do 5-10 minutes.
I don't think my psyche could take it.
Dude, that's so immersive, man. It's virtual reality.
Nope. I don't even think I want to try. I think zombies is about as far as it can get.
Yeah, like imagine like spearing a zombie through the head. That'd be so satisfying.
Yeah. Or tomahawking a
Dude.
zombie.
Or like
Yeah.
that'd be fantastic.
Or like the new battle axe that they have in Cold War.
Okay.
Go up and start just chopping heads off.
Dude. I have some cushiony videos towards the end.
I'm pretty sure you're lying.
You'll never know.
Let me suck that.
Oh, okay. What?
Okay. So I found this video, and dude, it's just play it. Just play it.
I heard 5 seconds. Not even 5 seconds.
Let me suck that dick, Jesse.
What do you say, yo?
Vic, say it, Vic. Say, let me suck that dick.
Yo, Jesse! Jesse!
Say,
Let me suck that dick, Jesse!
What the fuck?
let me suck that dick,
What do
Jesse.
you say, yo?
Vic, say it, Vic. Say, let me suck that dick.
Yo, Jesse!
Yo, just say.
Jesse!
Say,
Let me suck that dick, Jesse!
Ain't no one around him doing nothing. No one's laughing. It's just him.
No, that's the best part.
There's no one laughing but them.
It's just those two dudes cackling.
Let me suck your dick, Jesse. Jessay, Jesse.
Yo, Jesse.
Let me suck that dick.
Let me suck that. All right, play one more time. And then we'll go to the next one.
let me suck that dick,
What do
Jesse.
you say, yo?
Vic, say it, Vic. Say, let me suck that dick.
Yo, Jesse! Jesse!
Say,
Let me suck that dick, Jesse!
That's so great, man.
I'm trying to get you fucking looking down.
I
Cackling.
know his fucking look.
Jesse.
Oh,
Let me suck that dick.
it's so uncalled for and it's so loud. He's yelling at the
There's
top
a whole
of his
crowd
lungs.
of people.
He's yelling at the top of his lungs.
He's fucked up too, and you can hear it.
Yeah,
Jesse.
Dude, it's just one friend is instigating the other friend. He's like, "Yo, dude."
What if that's just a random guy and they got him?
That'd be. I would like to think it's like two best friends just like fucking around with another friend over there. Watch that. He's trying to get some bitches right now. Just
Let me suck that
just
dick.
That'd be so funny if I did that to Kingsley.
And do it to Tyler.
Those reactions would be fucking gold.
If Kingsley would laugh. I think Tyler would get mad.
No, both of them would get mad. Both of them would get mad. Be like, Dick, stop.
You ain't sucking nothing. You ain't sucking nothing, dick.
Okay, we are back and ready after some VLC technical difficulties, and I forgot. There's
weird
okay,
shit
okay,
about
okay.
to happen.
There's one more creepy video before we go to a funny one. This one wasn't supposed to be played right now, but let's just go for it.
Oh shit. This looks okay. I'm sitting back here. What the fuck?
The top comment says it all. This might quote unquote. This might be the creepiest video on the internet. Nah, dude, I don't want to play this anymore.
Someone fucking arrest this man.
Dude,
Please, for the love of God.
somebody get his IP address and fucking bring him away.
I'll pay you $1,500 to go in and arrest this guy. $1,500 bounty on this man's head. I'm kidding.
No, dude, that guy needs to be taken away.
He needs to be put in prison. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Dude, why would you?
There's some things
You own
don't
a
need
doll.
to be made.
You own a doll. First off. Second off, you're posing on a video with it crying on your chest. Second off. Third off, you're playing a fucking audio of it crying. Like, dude, you are some kind of fucked up. I just thought I would unnerve you a little bit.
I don't know which one was worse, the first two or this one.
Did my unnerving tactics work? You seem depressed now.
Yeah, but I have a lot of questions, but absolutely nothing is flowing through my mind right now.
I was about to say no answers either.
Well, yeah, no answers.
No answers.
Like, I don't even know what to ask. Like, other than, can he be arrested?
Yes, he needs to be.
He needs
that
to be
username
jailed.
right there. What's his username?
Brian Wilkins 100.
Arrest this man, please.
Look, this is my reaction.
Yep.
It's a fucking face scratcher, not even a head scratcher. It's a face scratcher.
The last video will save everybody. This will uplift anybody from any situation.
I need a sip of water.
Stressing you out.
Because I don't understand. And I don't think there is anything to understand.
There's nothing. That guy's just, I don't know. But so
He's a fucking maniac.
We've talked about Shaq before. We've talked about the hot chip challenge. Everybody loves Shaq, you know. Shaquille O'Neal, fucking Louisiana maniac, and I have a video of him brawling somebody.
Like, actually fighting? Oh, shit, yeah.
Play the clip.
Oh, I hope he's fucking kicking someone's ass.
Oh, he's kicking somebody's ass, all right. In Studio GMT, what is going on?
Shaq that belt fit.
As
Look
Shaq,
at this.
God no,
Bow.
the magnitude 8.
You better be careful doing that in California, man.
He just created his own fault line.
Yeah. Or made the San Andreas fault line bigger.
The Shaq effect.
What is going on?
They're two grown
What is
ass
going
men.
on?
Fucking just wrestling.
That's like, I saw a video of Shaq recently on Reddit of him at a rave.
Wait, he was in the front row?
Yeah, he was in the front row and he was watching people headbang.
Yeah.
And this is not the one of him headbanging though. He was watching him headbang and he was like, and then he had a bottle of water and he started throwing the water everywhere.
Dude, I love Shaq so much.
He's funny.
I love him, man. The video I saw, he was like in the front row with everybody around. He was just like, dude, how hard would you go if you were front row in a rave and Shaq jumped in there and started bobbing his head?
I'd be like, come on, man, let's get faster. Let's fucking break this.
Dude,
let's
I
break the
would go
railing.
so insanely hard.
I know. Like, let's grab the railing and let's fucking break it from.
Dude, speaking of that, Corbin went to the Tyler, the Creator, and A$AP Rocky concert, and something like that happened. They were front row,
shit.
and then Tyler came out. Okay, so whenever this happened, I think there was like, so the front row is like right here, and then there's like a big space, and then the stage is right there. And then I was like, he told me that. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not front row then. If there's like a huge ass space,
A huge gap.
So anyway, keep that in mind. So Tyler the Creator, A$AP comes on. They do like an intro or whatever, and then they do what concert people do. You know, they play like a first song, and then all of a sudden, Tyler played a hype song, and apparently, he stopped the song. He's like, cut the music, hold up. He's like, what's that fucking gate for right there? fucking knock that shit down. Let's go.
Shit.
And then Corbin said everybody just was like rocking it back and forth, and all of it like tumbled down, and people started storming up to the stage.
Holy shit.
Dude, how hard would you be going if that shit happened, man?
Like I was on meth.
Yeah, dude, I'd be pushing people out there. Fuck you.
Like the motherfucker I saw at Bonnaroo a few years ago.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that dude was on meth.
Yeah,
He
probably.
was moving so fast. I've never seen anything like it in my life. He was moving so fast.
Did he break proto?
No, he was dancing by himself. He didn't break no proto. Didn't make no one feel weird. Didn't hit no one.
He didn't dig out his tooth with a Bowie knife.
No, he didn't break proto like that. No. He was all in proto.
Dude, I remember in Bonnaroo. We'll get on with the next segment after this, but I remember in Bonnaroo, there was a thing called a dab tent. So on the way back to our tent, there's like rows where you can like walk in between, and there's like space where like there's tents on the left side, right side, and it's all divided like that.
Right.
So whenever I would walk back my my like original route, or my route that I always go back after getting fucked up for like 12, 13 hours straight. Yeah. You wake up at like 5 or 6 a.m. because the DJ is just like non-stop, like out next to the camp.
They don't fucking stop.
No, they don't.
Motherfuckers go all night.
And like we're going to bed at like 3, 4, and we're like, okay, we gotta at least get some sleep. And then we wake up to some DJ just like amping it in, and everybody's fucking partying. But anyway, I would come back from all that just tired as fuck, and then there was a sign that said dab tent, $5. So I would walk into this tent, I would sit down, and then give this dude $5. He's like, "What's up, man? How's it going?" And then I'm like, "What's up?" And then he would just he just load me a dab. I'd take a big rip, and then I'd just be on my way.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'm like, "Thanks, bro." He's like, "All right, take care." And then I'd just walk off.
That's fucking great.
Dude, that was like the most convenient fucking dab drive-through of all time.
Absolutely.
It was that. I think that was my favorite part of Bonnaroo.
I would have paid more. I'd pay more to have that fucking down the street.
It was $5, and he fucking killed me.
Man.
Fucking murdered my ass.
Probably had some really good shit too, because that's where you can get some real good shit. Bonnaroo.
Yeah. But speaking of real good shit, we got a real good fucking segment. Henry is typing me right now. I told him to get here at 6:30. But we touched on this last year. I kind of like browsed some haunted stories.
Shit.
I know.
No, number 4 on this list.
This website is dope as fuck. I learned a lot of shit. But
I know exactly where this is at. This is in New Orleans.
Right. So last year we kind of delved on this. I think we did some like spooky stories or whatever. So this is kind of like zeroed in on some stuff that I've actually experienced. So have you ever been to the Myrtles, the Myrtle Plantation?
I've only been once.
Did you spend the night, or did you just like tour it?
Just tour.
Yeah. Same here. You didn't have any weird experiences?
Nah, I didn't. My ex though, her parents stayed before, and they didn't have any weird experiences. But the night that they stayed, they were sitting out on the porch. They were drinking. I don't know what they were drinking, but anyway, they were sitting out on the porch and they were just recording their conversation.
Yeah.
And you could hear people yell in the background, like, and if you like, you could actually hear them if you listen close enough. You can hear what they're talking about, and it was conversation in between, I guess, entities or ghosts or whatever. But if you listened, God damn it!
If you listen,
fucking talk.
It's because of those first 2 videos.
If you listened to the person giving you the tour, at one point they told you that like some people were arguing and like something happened.
Yeah.
That's the conversation they were listening to on the recording of those people having.
They stayed the night, you said?
Yeah.
Dude. Bro, fuck that.
They used this it's not a pre-K, but it's like a daycare, I guess, that I used to go to. They always used to tell us it was haunted. And if you heard the piano playing, go the other way.
See, I always
And the
heard.
bathroom was by that room.
I always heard whenever people would, my grandma would tell me about the Myrtles, or like whenever I was little, I would hear anything about the Myrtles. It's the girl with the red bouncy ball bouncing down the stairs.
Oh, that'd be fucking creepy. That's a good movie.
Mm.
That'd be a good movie.
Dude, that would, dude, they need to make a movie on the fucking Myrtles. That'd be
they do.
fucking great. So I have a little backstory
I don't
to the
know.
Myrtles.
I don't know. They'd probably get canceled pretty quick.
Wait, yeah. There would have to be a lot of changes.
No one likes
Right.
factual
Okay.
history no more.
Right. So I got a little backstory to the Myrtles plantation and two other places that we're gonna run through. So I'm gonna cue this.
What the fuck?
You can hear that?
Yeah, that's creepy as shit. This is definitely like.
All right, let me turn that down a little bit. Okay. Built in 1796 for General David Bradford, the Myrtles plantation is known for being the most haunted plantation in the country. Now a bed and breakfast, several employees and guests have reported seeing apparitions, hearing voices, and other unexplained phenomena. The residential ghost on site is believed to be that of Chloe, perhaps the most famous ghost in Louisiana. Chloe is said to still roam the property over 200 years after her death. Chloe was a slave at the plantation in the early 1800s. After she was accused of spying, her ears were cut off. In an act of revenge, she poisoned the family's food, and as a result, 2 of the children died and she was hung. Guests who have stayed at the plantation have reported seeing her, and there's even a few photographs where people think they can see her in the background. Take a tour and learn the history for yourself, or if you dare, you can stay in the plantation.
Give me some chills. You can also see they have pictures of the 2 little kids who died too.
Oh my god.
They're usually sitting in a tree. Some creepy shit.
So yeah, y'all can check that out at St. Francisville.
Yeah, San Francisco, Louisiana. It's
So-
some creepy shit. Creepy shit.
You want to
They
know
have
the
most famous picture of Chloe, actually came from I think they were doing like site surveying or something, and they were taking pictures of it, and that's where the most famous picture of Chloe came from.
Bro.
You'll see my head whenever you said that she was a slave and got her ears chopped off. I was wondering if it was the same person I was thinking of, and it is. And
Yeah.
so you'll see my head nod, and that's why,
Yeah.
because she has the most famous picture at the Myrtles.
Dude, imagine if you're staying the night and you hear like, oh no.
I'm out.
No,
I'm
bro.
out. Oh, it was I think it was a couple years ago or a few years ago. One of the rooms in the Myrtles spontaneously combusted.
What?
Yeah, it just caught on fire.
Excuse me?
Yep.
Well, anyway, y'all visit the Myrtles. Stay the night.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell them BKL sent y'all.
You won't get a discount, so don't go there looking for that. But
You'll get the shit scared out of you.
you will. And something that I had no idea would scare the shit out of me. I'm gonna put the image up right here somewhere. So, have you ever heard of the rougarou?
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah, it's like our like Sasquatch or something.
Yeah. See, I never even fucking heard of it. And then
I was never like I grew up in the country, so I grew
Mm-hmm.
up across the bridge in the west. So I'd never heard of it until like a couple years ago. But my coworker who grew up in the same area, but he lived a little bit further west in New Roads, his parents would tell him stories about the rougarou.
bro. So if you're wondering what the rougarou is, I think this deserves another. This werewolf-type creature has been a part of Cajun French folklore for ages. There are many different versions of this cautionary tale, but the beast is described as being 7 to 8 feet tall with razor-sharp teeth and glowing red eyes. It transforms into its animal form on the night of the full moon, so the rougarou could be anyone. Your bank teller, your boss, your neighbor, your sister,
Me.
your dick. You got a rougarou dick?
If it's big, yeah.
While this story was probably made to keep children from running into the swamps and bayous, there's a similar version that was... There's a similar version that was probably told to keep Catholics in line. What the fuck does that mean? That version claims that if you broke your Lenten promise, you would automatically turn into a rougarou. Okay.
Done. Oops.
That's insane.
Oops.
You're gonna turn into a beast if you watch TV for during Lent.
Is that what no, Lent, you can't eat meat.
Lent you can give up like certain things, but not eating meat is like the main thing.
Oh shit.
Like you're not supposed to eat meat like the whole time, but like you're supposed to give up like something that like a distraction. Like one year I gave up TV for 30 days. I remember walking into my room and doing this. I mean, walking like from my front door, passing the living room, and then going into my room. The living room TV would be on, and I go like that.
Holy shit.
Dude,
It's
I was
probably a good thing and a bad thing for kids.
Yeah. Thank God I broke out of that, bro. Jesus Christ. Like telling that, I was brainwashed. Motherfucker, I should have watched that TV during the 30 days. I
Yeah.
probably missed some Naruto or some shit.
I would always give up, not for Lent, but, or maybe when I was in middle school, I'd give up something for Lent, and then like a week later, get fucked.
I always loved those fish fries, though. Fish fries were godly.
Yeah. Fish dicks.
Fish dick. Dude, that South Park episode is legendary.
Are you a gay fish?
And he just doesn't get it the entire time. He's like drawing math equations and shit. Therefore, fish does not equal dick. Or whatever. But this is the last one I'm gonna talk about. A bunch of my friends go out all the time, and many people might not know that the Spanish Moon was haunted. Before it was a local watering hole, the building was a grain mill, feed store, clothing store, and even a temporary morgue.
Let me stop you right
in
there.
1927.
Spanish Moon is
Yeah.
located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Right.
This is the city, and it used to be a mill. Blows my mind.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. That's
in the
crazy.
city, and that used to be a mill.
There used to be a mill just chilling in the city.
But it wasn't like that. It wasn't like it is
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Employees and patrons have reported beer taps turning on by themselves, plates and glasses flying through the air and being touched when no one is around. That's probably from it being a morgue.
Probably. God, I'm so glad I was always fucked up every time I went there.
Dude, see, I didn't know that. I looked at the building on that website, and I'm like, wait a second, no way. And then I read that little short thing. I'm like, what the fuck?
I knew people who used to like play music there, and I'm like, no. There was, remember when I found out that the place was haunted? I was like, I went there one time after, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
I'm good. It's also in a sketchy part of downtown.
Yeah, dude, it's dangerous. Would you go in the Paris Catacombs with me?
Absolutely.
Dude, yes.
What? You know how many times I've seen As Above, So Below? Absolutely.
You wouldn't be scared at all?
Whenever we got to level 7.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, what if
I'd be more scared of the tour guide.
What if we're walking down a hallway, right? And there's graffiti all alongside, and we've seen graffiti coming up until that point. And then I trip. My shoes are untied, right? And then you're right behind me. You're like, "Oh fuck, Chris, you good?" And then I get up, I start tying my shoe, and then I look back to see the tour guide. Tour guide ain't there. There's no graffiti. Looking back where we just came from. Would you A, shit your pants, B, shit your pants, or C, shit your pants?
Or D.
Or D.
Or E. Both shit your pants. Absidy. A, B, C, D, E.
Dude.
All of the above.
I don't know what I would do at that moment.
I would definitely panic for a minute.
Yeah, dude. Like what?
Because the Paris Catacombs are apparently haunted too.
Yeah.
Like you can hear people.
Where would you go?
Continue walking until the mania took over and I just started running deeper and deeper. There has been found footage of someone doing that.
No, dude, stop.
Like real footage of someone getting lost in the Paris
That's
Catacombs.
fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, all you see is, so he's holding the camera and he's walking forward. I don't remember if he like does that or not, but apparently he hears something because he starts moving faster and faster, and you can hear his breathing pick up, and then at just one point he just drops the camera. You can see him just running down the hall.
Dude, that gave me chills.
He's never been found.
No.
They found the camera, and they tried to go and find him too. Couldn't find him. Went back to the same exact spot where they found the camera, but couldn't find him.
I'm like death gripping my fingers right now, dude. That's creepy as shit. Because
True
I
story.
can imagine the camera just like, and then just seeing the figure just run.
And it was like a perfect shot too, out of like found footage movies where the camera fell on its side,
And then
facing the direction he's going, and then you can just see him disappear into the darkness. Some people think he went manic.
Yeah, dude.
After they say, I think it's after midnight. You want to get out of the catacombs because that's when you start hearing the walls talk. Yeah, so you was probably hearing whatever he was hearing.
I don't fuck with that, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
Fucking making me
So
rethink.
if we ever went to the Paris catacombs, we got to start at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fucking bright and early.
6 a.m.
I agree with you on that.
And we gotta keep track of your watch. Make sure we're out by at least 6 p.m.
What if we look at our watch and it's just
Time to get out. Anything bad happens, time to get out. Any fuck shit happens, time to get out. You know what? I might ask my mom if she had any experiences working at the old state capitol.
yeah, ask her that, and then we can talk about that for next episode.
Because she worked at both state capitals for a while, like years.
But that's it for the broke horror stories. Send y'all's dreams in. We're gonna do a special. I'm gonna try to do like a special dream journal segment for next episode. We're gonna cut to our. We're doing a mental health segment. With a special guest that is a maniac at biking. And right after this break, he's going to come in, and then we're going to wrap this show up. And then I will see y'all in the next episode. I don't know how I'm going to do this transition, but we have a special guest in the building. Welcoming to the show, a biking legend around these parts, here to school us in some biking knowledge, Mr. Henry, a.k.a. Hank, one of my good friends from high school. Welcome to the show. I have one question to start this off with. What's the worst bike crash you've ever gotten in?
Honestly, it's something pretty innocuous and not that eventful. Luckily, right? Because I've been in situations where it can be life-threatening.
Right.
Literally.
Like the video that I'm going to show
yeah,
after.
Like, literally life-threatening. But luckily, no. When I was first learning how to use clip-on pedals, those are the most humorous and dangerous crashes.
That's when you clip your feet onto the pedals.
That's why on road bikes you see such smaller pedals sometimes because they're clip-ons.
Wait, like your feet, you can't like...
I wear special shoes with a clip on the bottom of the shoe.
And it's stuck to the pedal.
And it's stuck to the pedal. Now,
Dude, I can already see how...
Now
motherfuckers do that mountain biking, dude.
Yeah, no.
Bruh, what?
Yeah, theirs has a greater ease of release, but you're absolutely right that people do it on mountain bikes too, which I find insane.
That's like me throwing the skimboard and then my feet glued to the skimboard.
Yeah. It's
What?
Like, yeah. What
a
it
BMX
is,
bike with no brakes.
the reason they have it on road bikes specifically is because when you have straight flat pedals, you're only getting momentum on the down.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have clip-ons, I get the whole range of motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Because you're pulling it.
You can pull up.
No
you can pull
Instead of
up.
just pushing, you're pulling.
You're
and
pulling
pushing.
too. You're pulling and pushing.
So like in any professional bike race
Yes,
that I see,
it's clip-ons.
that's like the norm. You
yes,
don't
absolutely.
shit.
Absolutely.
Well, what was that dude wearing whenever he Supermaned in the first place?
Oh,
Dude.
that he unclips. He unclips.
He fucking Supermaned in
he
the first
unclips.
place.
They actually in the Tour de France they banned that move.
No shit.
It's
Like
too- it's-
launching off
yeah,
and
yeah,
like reaching
launching off-
forward.
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's
I like
stupid.
that.
I have no idea.
I like it.
Bunch of fucking pussies.
Dude, that
that's why.
that requires so much more exertion of energy. You're already at the end of the race, and then you're gonna fucking like launch yourself.
Yeah,
If you can do that, you deserve to get that much ahead.
the average person really doesn't know like how long. Like, do either of you know how long the Tour de France is?
No.
Okay, it's 25 days, and it's 21 stages. All right, so you get 4 rest days, and it's 21 stages, and it's 2,500 miles.
Fuck that.
Yeah, the average is about 100 miles a day. Sometimes being sometimes being longer. Sometimes they have 115, 120 mile stages
Holy shit.
with like no joke 80 to 90,000 feet of climbing.
Dude.
Fuck that.
It's like Lance Armstrong said, you don't win the Tour de France drinking mineral water. Like it's you know, why do you think he's doing that stuff? I heard him say in an interview that the doctor was convincing him he needed it for health. Like shit, because you
you explained this to me earlier, and it made sense.
Yeah, you could argue from a metabolic standpoint a Tour de France rider at the end of the tour is the most unhealthy he's ever been.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
all of your shit is depleted because
Yeah,
you're
you're
exerting,
exerting
everything.
all that.
It's all your vitamins are depleted. You're completely dead. It's ridiculous. Like you should see the photos. All you have to do is just go Google Tour de France after legs, and you can see their legs.
Oh,
It's like
I've
it's the
seen
most
that shit.
veins because like all of the blood has been so constricted in their system that it just makes it rise to the surface.
Dude, I wouldn't be able to fucking walk.
I fucked that up.
No, you're still good.
Still good.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's horrible. It's a situation.
So we were getting right to your innocuous injury, and you said something that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, when you're like we said earlier, when you have the clip-on pedals and you're pedaling, what happens is people feel the need. The most difficult part is unclipping them
Unclipping to do what? To like get off?
to get off because like basically your foot is static on it. You can't move.
Dude, I'd fucking just like
you're locked
ride
in.
and then I'd just fall over.
It's similar to a snowboard almost.
Yeah,
How you're
okay,
how you're
okay.
locked in.
I've
on one
snowboarded
foot,
before, that
except
makes
with-
sense to me.
Except with both feet, which is kind of crazy at the
Yeah.
beginning. But people will go to unclip and they'll take too long messing with their own foot and they'll slow down. But what you need to do when you're learning is speed back up real quick and then try again.
and then get like ride with the momentum and then get off that way.
Always have more momentum because less momentum means you're falling, which is ultimately what happened to me when I was like 11. I was like just doing it, and then I was like, I just toppled over and scraped my knee in front of a bunch of people. But it was a bunch of cyclists, so everyone was kind of like, we've all been there.
Yeah,
Anyone,
yeah.
as soon as you get the clip-ons, you will fall. You can't not do it.
Dude, I need to like just have the GoPro on me because I just imagine me just riding and then just trying to stop and being like fuck, and then just falling like on my side.
Which is exactly what happens. Really, it does. Try to fall towards the grass.
Yeah.
you gotta aim towards that
Get a
shit.
helmet with the GoPro clip.
Yeah.
And have it like facing towards you like those snowboarders do. They have it like all the way reached out so it can get like my full body, so it just goes.
Actually, better yet, get one of the 360 cameras and have it facing towards you.
dude,
so
they
you can
had
see
that-
a
those
are
360 around
crazy.
you.
The new GoPro
Yeah, I know,
360
those are-
Max.
Those are crazy.
Dude, I want one so bad. This is a GoPro Hero 5 Black, something like that.
Why's it gotta be black?
What are they? Are they just constantly improving the picture quality with each
Dude,
model,
I
or it's
think.
just like
It's just
They're up to 4K now.
yeah, it's like
I know,
4K,
so-
60, 120 FPS, 360 camera view. 360.
I know people making Netflix style documentaries on
Yeah.
their own. It's
That-
ridiculous.
It's insane. But what actually is insane? How do you pronounce it? It's the Paris Roubaix.
Paris Roubaix.
The Paris Roubaix. So you mentioned this whenever we were going to do the episode last week, and you sent me some clips, and I actually went and watched almost all of that 50-minute extended because honestly, I wasn't thinking I was going to get as interested as I was into it, but like the commentators and the way that like the way that it's set up and the way that it's set up in like a highlight type reel, I was following, like I was getting into all these characters and I was like, shit, keep going, bro, keep going, get up, come
Yeah.
on,
It's,
past the cobblestones, man, come on.
Let's go. I got money riding.
It's definitely those British commentators, which I think has a similar appeal to soccer.
Yeah.
They're so into it and they know so much about it. And cycling is one of those sports where there's no fast twitch muscle involved. It's not like football where you just juke and you take off for 40 yards.
Right.
It's like this is a 5.5 hour, 6 hour race. They're going to lull you to sleep, and then you're just waiting on someone to pounce.
Yeah, and like
in the last like 10 miles, someone's
Right.
going to pounce, and it's going to get insane.
Right,
because
and those the commentators up until like the last 10 minutes, it's just it's not like football, like you said, where it's like 40-yard touchdown, blah blah blah. They're taking it into consideration. Like he's been pedaling at this speed for this long. How does he have the energy to keep going? Because I heard one of them comment, he's like, he's bringing out a monster in him. He keeps going.
Yeah.
He keeps pedaling. How does he get the energy?
There's a thing called the Peloton, which is, if you ever see, you might have seen it on the Paris-Roubaix race. The Peloton is this large organism of riders. So when you see them all packed together like that, that's what the Peloton
Okay,
is.
that
It's
makes
called,
that makes
it's called
sense.
the Peloton.
I
There's
heard
a
that
lot
name.
of parallels between this and NASCAR.
Oh, absolutely. The amount,
Yeah.
the jockeying for position, the strategy, all of that is
And then
it's very similar.
The boring part where you're waiting until the last 10
Yeah,
minutes,
absolutely.
everyone's just following, everyone's in a line, and then the last few laps, they
Yeah,
fucking break out 4 wide and
Yeah.
190 miles an hour. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of parallels.
for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like the grouping of it, because I kept hearing Peloton, and then I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they would always show just like 5 million people just like so close together. Have you've ridden in a race where
Yeah, yeah.
people are that fucking close? How do you?
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
How the fuck do you?
You just have to.
Worry about yourself.
Well, you have to worry about yourself, but ultimately the Peloton kind of paces itself. Like when everyone's moving at the same speed like that, you don't really have to worry. Now, if you're in the middle of the pack, yeah, you're in a situation. Like you're going to want to try to move more towards the outside.
It's like being in the middle of like a Bonnaroo crowd. For
Yeah, like a
Kendrick.
big crowd shuffling to the next stage.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, stop! I'm not ready.
It's one of those things that you just have to be mindful and don't ever just look at your wheel.
Why? Because you'll get distracted and you might like fuck
you'll
up.
get distracted, and you want to pay attention to the turns up ahead and whatnot. I mean, you do want to pay attention to your wheel because you don't want to clip someone on their back wheel, which is what causes all sorts of mayhem.
Yeah.
But the Peloton, ultimately, when you see people racing in like the Tour de France, they'll let those guys take off. When like there'll be breakaways early, but it's a 100-mile stage,
Right.
And they're in mile 20.
Right.
So you're
25.
saying that they just
So
let them
they'll-
run
they'll-
out?
They'll let them go because they're wagering that you don't have the energy on your own. Because in the Peloton, you're drafting off other individuals.
I was gonna
That
ask
makes
about
sense.
that
You're
because
not-
the
you're kinda
last
being
3
pulled.
people.
Yeah, you're not working nearly as hard.
So
when
how
you're
does
drafting.
drafting work in a biking race situation?
Yeah, I understand how it works with vehicles on the interstate.
Yeah, it's the same exact principle.
Same exact
Same
principle?
exact.
Explain that because I don't know.
All right, if say there's all 3 of us are riding, and I'm in the middle and you're in the front, you're wind breaking. You're taking the wind,
Right.
So your surface area is taking the wind, so I'm not working as hard. 'Cause,
No fucking shit.
where I am behind you, I'm not taking that wind. You are. That's why when you see cyclist teams, they're made up of 8 individuals, and they have windbreakers. They put the strongest riders in a box
Oh, shit.
around the windbreakers.
Blowing my mind right now.
To conserve their energy up into the point where they let them take off.
That makes so much sense.
It's like fucking like that's like a
smarts
football
to this.
play.
No, yeah, it's a team sport.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't know about cycling usually
Right.
is that it's a team sport.
And what I
More
found
parallels in NASCAR.
Yeah, I know. It's
Because
crazy.
when you're riding and they slingshot around, that's because this car is actually going faster than the one in front of it because it's got no
from
wind break.
fucking Talladega, what did they call that? Shake and bake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
shake and
sling-
bake. But it's actually called a
Slingshot, man,
slingshot.
slingshot.
But it's crazy. I saw it happen. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They literally launch around them.
Fuck. I was gonna say something else. It's slowly going away from my mind.
But I can tell you a comparable, like in terms of like athletic standpoint.
Yeah.
With me in a tour, I would never in a million years think the Tour de France is only 200 riders. It's 200 people out of everyone that rides bikes. So this is
That's
the most,
crazy.
This
The
is
best of the best.
This is the most elite force. Of
So that
people.
is the top
It's the
quality,
top.
like World Cup type race.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're all professionals, and they have the Tour de Italy. They got the Paris Roubaix. They have seasons with large races, sometimes single-day races, which are called classics, and then grand tours, similar to a Grand Prix in F1, is what stage races are.
Oh, what I was gonna say, what I found really interesting watching that 50-minute highlight was whenever they would need a new bike. I
Yeah.
thought that was so fucking cool.
wow.
They would fucking there would be like cars with bikes on the top, on the back, on the sides. And whenever you need a new bike, the rider like communicates to their team. He stops, and then another guy pulls up behind, throws them the bike, and then what I found was really cool is whenever they would take off with that new bike, the guy would like run with them
Yeah, and
and then
give 'em a
push them.
push.
Yeah.
How do you know you need a new bike? Is that because of like wear and tear on the tires and
Well,
on the
they
gears
have-
and chain?
Sometimes, look, it can be anything from a derailleur. It can be your chain. It can be your handlebars. It can be your seat moving. Like you need an Allen wrench to just fix the seat. or
Yeah, because you're going
or your tires.
miles.
Well, see, the thing with the Paris-Roubaix,
It's so hard on the bike, man.
it's 150 miles and 37 sections of it are cobblestones.
Holy shit.
And
yeah.
and these are not like beautifully put
No.
together cobblestones. These have massive ruts in them.
yeah.
that, like-
Elder Scroll.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
absolutely,
exactly.
absolutely. You have
Elder
to-
Scroll cobblestone.
And not to mention, if you just can look at it, it was all muddy and caked, so they can't
Oh,
find
shit.
the line
Right.
where to ride. And you know the back wheels fishtailing the
Yeah,
whole
they don't
time.
have all that traction because of the wetness.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a perfect segue. So I have a like a 17, 18 second little clip of a whole bunch of crashes from the
shit.
Paris Roubaix. If you want to pull that up on the VLC real quick.
Nope.
This is gonna be you, me, and Hank.
Henry, can you see that?
I can see that.
Okay, Chris.
Yes. Let's see what happens.
Back in a sec.
Ook aan het wiel
They showed
van
this
Van der Poel
again.
slaan ze plots opzij. Weer hindernissen.
Ja, maar hier, kijk.
Ze duiken van alle kanten op.
Ah ja, op die manier, hè.
Van der Poel
Holy
er vlot
fuck.
overheen.
Die manier, ja.
En de
ja,
derde
Just
man
imagine
klets
going.
bovenop.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I thought there was some other ones, but imagine just going for so long and then just fucking crashing like that, even like
I know.
late in the race.
I know.
That happened to who was the person that was in the lead for the majority of the time, and then he got passed up by those.
I know. Sonny Cobrelli wins the whole thing.
Right.
The guy caked in mud by the end of it.
Holy shit.
I can't remember. I think his name's Matthew Vanderpool.
No, it wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
Fuck. There was just
It was an Italian.
yeah.
It's his last name ends with S-I.
And he was in the lead, and then
Mussolini.
he was. If his fucking name was
We're back,
Mussolini.
we're back in the 40s.
No, he was taking a turn, and this is why he lost the race. While he was taking that turn, remember his bike flew out from the left side of him, and he tried to catch with his right leg, and he like skid, and then that's like he didn't have the lead after that.
I also remember watching that highlight that the camera zoomed in on his back tire, and it was slowly losing traction in air.
And they were like,
shit,
why isn't he?
Why is he waiting so long to get a new bike?
Yeah.
Because they were like, you're going to need one.
And you can see after they said that, he was looking down. Like
Yeah,
he would look down at the
starts to look
tire.
down. Yeah.
It's like, what do you think caused that? You think just like fatigue and just like a whole bunch of shit going through his head?
It could be all sorts of multiple crashes.
right. He slowed down significantly after that last crash, and that's what I felt so bad for him. He
probably
had
really
such a
felt it
lead.
on that
Oh,
last
yeah.
crash. He probably like really felt
He had
it.
a 40 to 45 second lead at one
Holy
point.
shit.
And then
yeah, 45 seconds is that's sort of big. That's sort of small, especially with the Peloton.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Lance Armstrong have like a 16, 17 minute lead.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah,
Holy
just-
shit.
Yeah, just take off.
Dude,
gone. Fucking flying.
Yeah, can't even fucking see him at that point. Like at that point, number 2 thinks he's number 1.
I know. It's
It's like, is he
Wait,
in
hold
the
up.
race?
I just came in second place. What are you talking about? I hadn't seen anyone in 30 miles.
I saw him for the first 5 minutes of the race. I thought he quit.
Yeah. I thought he just went into the woods and said, fuck it, I'm done.
But the Paris-Roubaix is definitely different because, I mean, I think Cobrelli does 150 miles in like 6 hours.
Did you see his reaction after?
What?
Yeah.
6 hours?
Yeah, because like I'll give you a comparison. I can do 60. I can do like 60 in close to 8.
8 hours.
Yeah, so he's doing it 2 hours faster than me.
Holy shit.
Dude, imagine
And
how
I
much
can-
you would
and
have
I
to
can-
work.
And seriously, on
to
my
shave
road
off
bike,
2
I'm not
hours.
attempting to boost myself up, but I can average like 16, 17 miles an hour. That means he's averaging like 26.
Yeah.
Like he's
Plus.
dude, they're flying.
10 more miles faster.
That's the average, right?
And you're going
That's it.
fast.
Yeah, that's the average is 26, which means at other junctures he's doing 30, 35.
Holy fuck. Where do you get the muscle?
I have no idea.
Fucking-
Holy fuck.
That's crazy, man.
When in Lance Armstrong's 2000 tour, they do time trials, right? Where it's just straight in the saddle, which is what they call the bike seat. They're in the saddle.
Right.
And it's just 60 kilometers, which is like 30 miles. And he does it in 30 minutes flat.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's fucked up.
I know, that's what I mean.
What the fuck?
It's retarded.
That's like
That's
that
fucked
like
up.
makes me angry.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It makes you want to quit.
I never want to ride my bike
joke.
again,
When
bro.
I'm on the
Fuck.
levee, which is flat,
Yeah.
giving everything in my system, I can get like 26 or 27 for like a minute. Like, and that's me just like get literally everything, like head down.
Like that's you.
hit
Like
on
I'm
the
trying to
aero
get a top
bars,
speed.
low, bent down, back
Yeah.
bent, the whole thing.
Holy shit.
So
Yeah.
what's an average day, an average mile day for you?
I do like 100 miles a week.
God damn.
Holy shit.
So divide that.
100 by, you ride every day?
No,
How many days a week?
but 7 days.
7 days?
7 days, 100 miles. I probably ride 4 times a week. Three times. So about 30 miles a day sometimes.
And you wake
Shit.
up. You get up early and do it, right?
Yeah, I get up early and do it. I mean, I did it today. I did 27 today.
Where do you ride?
I
Literally the whole levee the entire
Yeah,
time?
I ride the whole levee.
Oh shit.
Like,
Okay, so you go like halfway and then
I
back.
go. I get on at the vet school, and then I turn around at downtown, and I go all the way to LaBerge, and I turn around there, and I just come back.
You ever do like a
Holy
pit stop?
shit.
Yeah. Oh, you have to. You have
Like
to.
what's your favorite pit stop?
Well, there's like this oasis of a town. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. It's like these uppity country club types with everything's white and they got
Yeah.
nice pools and the signs and everything. It's
Yeah.
called Point Mary or Point Marie. It's like a
I think
little.
I've heard of
It's a
that.
little.
I've never heard of
It's a
that.
little neighborhood right next to LaBerge, and I mean right next to it. There's like 12 houses. It's
No
still
shit.
in development, but they have like these little gazebo. They have this gazebo concession stand area where I go, and I just fill up there because they got a sink.
What?
They have a sink.
That's crazy.
That's badass.
And then, you get those eyeball looks from the people that live there. They're like, who the hell is it? I'm like, what are they going to tell me? I can't get water?
Yeah, dude, what-
after I've ridden my ass off
You're like
all the way
Sue
to
me,
sweating.
you fucking commie.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're sweating profusely.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, it literally would
Are
be
you here to
unsafe.
rob us?
It would literally be unsafe for me to not get water.
Yeah, at that point.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
because the levee has no tree coverage.
yeah,
And
you're balls to the wall the entire time.
And if the sun's out, you're getting baked. And I rode shirtless today.
I always ride shirtless,
So-
but the only thing that doesn't get tan is my fucking fingers.
I know.
That's because
And then it
underneath.
cuts off like right there.
Just like this. See that? The tan line
I've got
right
a
here.
little one.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what do you carry your water in? Do you carry? I saw you had two
have
things
two-
for water bottles.
I have 2 water bottle cages. I usually only use one if I'm just riding the levee, but if I'm going to go a long way, I'm going to take 2. And I have a seat back on the bottom of my seat that I hold Cliff Bars, energy gels, all that kind of stuff to just like,
Give you a little boost if you need
yeah,
it.
because I have like these gels that are just straight caffeine. They're straight caffeine. You take like 75 milligrams of caffeine.
What was
to
I
the
seeing them
dome.
eat? What was I seeing them eat? Because during that race, one of the commentators was like, "Oh, he's taking a break right now. He's eating."
Sometimes they eat.
She's like, "Gel."
Mainly, it's just energy gel. It's straight caffeine, like just to the dome,
2 cups of coffee straight
Yeah,
down
yeah,
in
absolutely.
3 seconds.
just like that.
Come on.
So have you thought about taking like a Camelback or something?
Okay, if I take a Camelback if I know it's going to be incredibly hot and I'm going to go for more than like 45. But here's the thing with Camelbacks that I have found. Over that,
Enlighten me, please, because I just bought another one today specifically for.
mountain
Mountain biking.
Okay, for mountain biking you'd probably be all right, but with road biking, you kind of the amount of weight, right? Because when it's filled
Right.
with water, it's heavy,
Right.
And I don't like the drag on my shoulders.
That
'Cause,
makes
like,
sense.
By the time you take it off, I've been riding 3.5 hours
Right.
sometimes, and it's just you're sore. It's all around your, but. No, I mean Camelbacks are fantastic because you don't have to worry about. Sometimes they leak if they're old.
Right.
I've had that happen where they just like you take off. You're like it's gonna be a fun day, and then like halfway through it, you're like, oh, it's been leaking all over me.
Right. That's why I
Right.
went and got a new one because I had one from the first time I went to Bonnaroo, and that's probably 4 years old now.
Yeah. What happens is past 3
a relic.
years, Camelback says that the plastic, the container that holds the water, starts to erode.
Oh,
Okay.
So
okay.
that's where that's coming from.
Okay,
Yeah,
so money
good
well
old-
spent.
There
Good
you
old
go.
Yeah,
plastic.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Infusing that plastic. So when did you actually start your biking adventure?
I started that when I was 10.
10. Why?
Holy shit.
I have 2 older brothers, one 5 years older and one 7 years older.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time I'm 10, my oldest brother is 17, and he played soccer, cross country, and track, and marching band for whatever reason, all at the same
Goddamn,
time. Like,
man.
I know,
Jesus Christ.
lunatic.
Didn't have time to do anything.
I know.
Did he go to the military?
That's like a military
it's great
mindset.
that you ask that because he did.
Like, that's the kind of...
He went to the Marines for 9 months and unfortunately got medically discharged, but he was always like, he's not like a professional athlete by any means, but like
but to be able to balance all of that,
Yeah,
and
constantly doing shit all
I
the time.
remember
and having
one of
energy.
my friends saying he wanted to be a Navy SEAL, and I wasn't going to diminish his confidence by any means. Do what you want.
that's crazy
But
though.
I told him, my middle brother told him, he's like, just go work out with my oldest brother, Owen. Just go work out with him. He can do 30 pull-ups straight out.
Just like
Shit.
No, not chin-ups, pull-ups.
Oh, like-
overhand
Dude.
30. Just
overhand
straight.
with bruh.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
How many
makes-
push-ups can he do in one sitting? I could do maybe 30 push-ups.
He could
like,
do he could probably
in a row.
do he could probably do like 85.
Oh my god.
Shit.
I mean, that's what the military is, right? It's
Right.
straight body weight exercise.
Yep.
They got you doing dips but anyway, like I was saying, how I got into it, Owen picked up a bike and he kind of just did it, and he didn't really like it that much. He didn't like the idea of being out all alone by yourself, because sometimes it feels unsafe. Really, it does.
Right.
If I get a flat tire, I'm 20 miles from home. I hope someone picks up the phone, because it's hot as hell out
I'm
here.
fucked.
yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And it's such a damper on it. But that's how I got started. My mom saw him doing it and got a bike, and then I had a Lance Armstrong obsession.
I bet you did, man. I bet that
as
was
a
insane
kid.
to watch as a kid.
Because when I was 10, this is 2007, he makes a comeback in 2008.
Yeah.
Right? He wins 7 from 99 to 2005. And then he takes like a 3-year gap.
He took a 3-year break.
He took a 3-year
and
break.
then just came
And
back.
then he comes back in 2008. Or 2009, actually. So I'm 13, really, when he comes back. But I had already been reading about him and all that stuff. So when he came back, it just revitalized my obsession with it. And then, she got me a bike. And when I was 11, I was doing 35-mile rides.
God
Holy
damn,
shit.
man.
Like
Fuck.
full-grown
I fucking
men.
wish.
That's where the stamina comes from.
Yeah, no, that's
Fucking
yeah.
13,
Yeah.
I was out in a field cutting fucking 28 acres on a track.
Hey, that's a different kind of workout.
Yeah,
Oh,
13
yeah.
out of my fucking finger up my ass, just fucking drinking Coke
Yeah, I
and
know.
playing fucking zombies.
Hey, that's not to say that I didn't pound my share of Cool Ranch playing Nazi zombies. Because there would be times. It's funny you say that, because there were moments where like a 60-mile ride would be coming up, and I'm like 14, and it's like 6 weeks away, and I haven't really been riding because I've been, having fun doing what 14-year-olds do, and I'm like,
just
I
dicking
got
around.
it.
I can do this.
It's fine. No, there's one I actually dropped out. It was a 64-mile ride in Paris, Texas, and
shit.
I got it. There's checkpoints, and it was in July in Texas.
Holy
so
fuck.
so it's
How
like
did you-
yeah,
about
no,
to-
no, you
about
can
to
feel,
just spontaneously
you can
combust.
see in the distance the heat waves coming
Holy
off.
Yeah, like the
asphalt.
road, like,
Yes,
waving.
Absolutely, yes. And I knew they had these checkpoints in these races, because if you don't reach the checkpoints, then you're not gonna make it in time. Like,
Right.
it's dangerous for you to be out there for that
Oh,
long
damn.
with lack of not hitting the rest stop
Right.
in time. So,
That's thoughtful.
oh yeah,
That's very
yeah.
considerate.
Well
They don't want
organized
no
rides.
Yeah, don't want a liability, man.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
true. That's
Well
true.
organized rides have police escorts and stuff like that. But I got about 30 miles in, got about halfway, and I was literally.
Oh, I thought you meant you bailed like from the race completely. So
No,
you
no.
actually went and tried to do it.
I went and tried to do it, and then they have a thing called a SAG wagon in these events, which stands for support in gear. Mm-hmm. It's like a truck mainly that just follows the peloton. That just
Oh, like just in case anybody fucks up, they're there to help.
That just follows it, and someone wants to drop out, you just stop and wait, and he'll eventually show up to you, because he follows however close behind just the peloton the whole time.
Right.
But about halfway through, I was going about 7 miles an hour.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, energy's
Struggling.
depleted. I'm
Yeah.
dead. I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
I haven't been riding. And then I was just thinking to myself, I was like, no. And then, but he made me stop.
Yeah, dude.
sad way,
I
We're gonna
bet.
keep on going.
No,
I got this. Fuck you.
He's like, this is dangerous. You
Like,
need
bro,
to stop.
bro,
And
come
I
on.
got in there, and there was a girl. There was a girl in there because they have sometimes it's split up into ages.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an older woman. I say older woman. She's like 40,
Mm-hmm.
but when you're 14, you think she's 100.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And-
100%.
But
Fucking old
she
bitch.
told me she had a heart rate of 186.
Holy fuck.
And I was,
I
Bro,
think the
you-
highest on record. I think the highest my heart's ever went was like 181,
yeah.
and that was when I'm like giving my all at the skate park, like 3 hours straight,
Yeah,
nonstop.
anything over like 180 is really like a threshold.
Right.
That, like anything over that, you need to chill for a little bit and water, the whole thing. But she
Yeah.
was like, my friends told me I probably should stop with a heart rate of 186.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Right.
you're
Some
good friends.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, your heart could bust at 200, so you might want to stop.
Shit. There was another question I wanted to ask. So this is I wanted to bring you in here today to discuss the biking because we had a question a few weeks ago. They were like, how does exercise help your mental health? Like, how does it help you in your whole like routine and like your everyday thing? Because from my standpoint, I started working out because I was having appetite problems, and I start working out to like clear my head of things. And now that's like in my routine. So whenever I don't do any of that, I'm just all like fucked up for the entire
Yeah,
day.
it gives structure to your day.
Exactly.
Right.
So like when did you first realize that gave you structure and that you were going to like continue doing this? And does it like, do you feel a difference whenever you are consistently riding for like 3 weeks straight versus like you take some days off the next week, or like you're not really on it? Like, do you feel yourself kind of like sluggish
Yeah.
or whatever?
Absolutely. If I do anything, if I take off more than like 5 days, I feel like I'm in a box.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm caged. Like I got to be able to get in the fresh air.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I've ridden on the levee when it's thunderstorming on me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I rode to work
I don't
whenever
give a
it was
shit. I'll
thundering.
ride. But
That shit's relaxing too.
what it does, I started when I was so young, and my mom's run a couple marathons. I always played soccer growing up, so
Yeah.
it was always just kind of
Like,
pounded
in there-
into my head
Right.
to exercise. My brother was in the military and cross country, and my other brother was a kicker for this football team, and
Right. Mm-hmm.
we've always played sports because it gave structure to the day. High energy kid, energy's got to go somewhere.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
But how does it help with my mental health? It's,
Yeah.
it's like the greatest thing that I have found personally.
Honestly, same thing here. Like
That's why I
for
went and got a bike.
See,
it help. It really does help. Like
It's-
I
it's
was
this-
working out and just lifting and stuff, but biking is just like a new thing. It's the cardio. It's like the environment that you're in. You're seeing like the trees. You're getting a break from like all my fucking ADHD thoughts a million mile a minute. Whenever I'm biking, I'm just listening to the newest J. Cole album like the entire time, and that's my one track. Like, that's like my 30 minutes of break.
Yeah, and as you know, I lifted weights really heavily for like 2.5 years. Like I said, always working out. And I kind of said to myself, all right, I got into this cycling. I'll just transition to the other spectrum. Like instead of being huge and jacked, I'll just be skinny with cardiovascular skill. And
Fuck like a rabbit.
basically, it definitely helps. But it's
That libido, baby.
there's a thing. It's meditative. It's a meditation.
It is. It's a time in the day where it's
Yeah.
meditation. It really is.
Here's what I have found. When you're in a car, say I drive to Hammond, it takes me an hour to get there. All I remember is here in Hammond.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. But see, driving is about the destination,
Right.
but cycling is about the journey.
Yeah, the experience.
Right, because you see all the little nuance.
Yeah, like you're paying attention to where you're riding.
You feel the weather. You have to pay attention to where you're riding.
There's
just,
like new obstacles that
there's-
weren't
there's-
there the
yeah,
other
Pay
day.
attention
You
run
never would have
smack into a tree or
appreciated.
something.
You never would have appreciated the Mississippi River or a tree line
Right.
until you were like just on a bike and like
That's all you got to look at?
Yeah, it's all you have to look at, and it's just you and your thoughts mainly. So you're just there.
I
Do
think
you
that's why
ride with
people are
music?
so high strung nowadays is because they don't give time process their thoughts.
Yeah, ride a bike.
I think people are scared to
Be alone with their thoughts.
Well, they're constantly, you're getting it from every direction, right? You can play video games. You can get on the computer.
You got so
can
many
get on
different
social
distractions.
media. You got so many things that you can just put in front of your face.
You need like no distractions, like a complete absent from all of that.
I used to ride with music, but I don't anymore. It's like an exclusive thing. I never ride with music.
What was the switch? Because that would have to be a big switch for me. Like I would just have to just get tired of it.
Yeah, the switch for me, I mean, luckily the levee has like no cars, right? It's inaccessible by car. Sometimes you see like work vehicles on it, but the cars, it's really unsafe to have headphones in around cars on a bike.
That is right. That is true.
It's just like you need to be aware and like hear it coming, turn around,
Very true.
Because here's what I have found: if someone dies in a car accident, it's a tragedy, right? And obviously it is,
right?
But if someone gets killed riding their bike, you know what people say?
100% the biker's
You know what
fault.
people say? Why was he riding his bike? What were you doing riding your bike on Highland? Right? What was he doing?
What was the motherfucker in the motorized vehicle
Yeah,
doing?
Yeah.
What the hell, asshole?
Yeah.
He's on a
Yeah.
bike. Like he's on a bicycle.
That's a normal thing everywhere else in the world.
I know.
Everywhere else
If
is
you look at
normal.
European cities, they respect the bicycle. It's a transportation alternative.
Same thing in New York because
Same
you see
thing in New York.
the carriers are just in and out of the traffic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would 100% get a bike.
Baton Rouge will never have like bike lanes like that.
No.
I heard it takes 10 to 15 years for drivers to get used to bike lanes like that.
What I have found, I've been reading a little bit, and it's funny, this connects with my cycling obsession. I've been reading a little bit about urban planning, which just how they build cities, right? The European model, surprise, surprise, is a little bit better than ours. It's better. Because think about how long they've been building cities compared to us.
That is true.
They've been building cities. They understand infrastructure and how traffic flows.
And Baton Rouge is always under construction.
Here's what there's a bike lane on this road, right side.
Yeah.
There's a bike lane, but it's poured with the same exact concrete.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not a bike lane.
And if you go a little bit past the train tracks, the bike lane just
A bike
There's
lane
no more.
is something completely separate
Yeah.
from the car, built completely on its own. Because if it's poured with the same concrete, here's what bike lanes become in this city. They become an excuse for trash cans, parking, grass clippings, sticks. Because screw the guy on the bike, right? Screw him. Because I have a dream that I could bike everywhere. But I know it's unsafe to in certain situations.
So,
which is what ties you to the vehicle.
biking to work was really on it. I don't get scared a lot in situations, but that was actually pretty fucking scary
Oh, it's
because there
horrifying.
are railings on the side where the bike lane ends, and it's literally just that line of paint and like maybe a couple inches, and then the railing.
It's a shoulder.
Yeah.
It's a shoulder.
Yeah.
It's not
Not
anything.
even.
Yeah,
So like I'm
not even.
struggling to ride on that fucking line, and there's
Right.
Where are you? Where are you riding at?
I take a right whenever I get out of my apartment. I take a right, and then I bike all the way down there to Innovation Park.
You bike on Nicholson?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't do it anymore. That was whenever I didn't have a car. I biked for 5 or 6 days.
I've
Scary as shit.
I get on that sidewalk. Like when I used to bike here, I would get on the sidewalk, which luckily they have that sidewalk that's completely dropped away.
Yeah.
Like this is the car lane and this is the bike
Yeah,
lane,
that
but it's
sidewalk
dropped
ends
down.
to the right.
Yeah.
There's like
yeah.
nothing.
I would. Wow.
I had to get to work, man.
'Cause
And it was
I-
raining like 3 days in a
Yeah.
row, too. I'm like, bro, give me a fucking break.
They got some old guy who cycles down Perkins like every day
I know.
in the middle. Sometimes he's riding the turning lane, like the middle lane, to turn left. Sometimes he's riding the slow lane. I'm like, what the fuck are you on Perkins?
Dude's
Oh,
a
he's
fu-
in the turn lane.
Sometimes.
Like the center lane.
Yes.
For turn. Okay.
Sometimes, but sometimes he's on the actual lane
Yeah,
where motherfuckers go.
Well, the funny thing
Bruh.
is,
People fly 80 miles an hour down Perkins.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with cyclists, actually, by law, can use the entire lane. Correct. You have that.
I'm
right.
scared.
You can.
I'm horrified.
Would I advise
especially here.
for it? Hell no.
Yeah, don't do it in Louisiana.
Hell no. hell.
I saw someone doing that down Perkins the other day, and he just came up flying through cars and stopped at the red light.
Yeah. What I have found is there's like I was saying about urban planning. There's a thing called a street and there's a thing called a road. They're two completely different things that I've learned with my reading of urban planning. A street is like Bourbon Street,
Where a bunch of people
it's
can walk.
It's a complex place in the city where life happens. You have lots of foot traffic. You don't have many points of exit or parking lots.
So roads is like rural.
The businesses are close to the street to discourage speeding, right? Because it's dangerous. You have too many people coming in and out of the places of business. That's a street. A road is a thoroughfare that connects you to 2 points. A road is an interstate. That's how I get to Hammond. I'm on a road. I have no stoplights.
Right.
There's no stoppage in the traffic. In America, we build stroads. It's a combination of the two.
Yeah, you're
and then our
completely
roads
right.
are now highways.
Yes. Now look. Here's the perfect example. Seguin.
Yeah.
Seguin is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's huge.
6 lanes.
God damn.
6 lanes. Highway size lanes also.
Yeah.
Highway size with long gaps in between the stoplights.
No shit, I never
which is
thought
what
about that.
encourages people to go as fast as they do.
Yep.
Which is what it's a subconscious
Dude,
thing.
whenever I'm
not
at that
saying-
intersection
I
and that
fly
green
down
light goes,
Seguin.
I see that open area, I'm like, let's fucking pedal to the
Yep.
metal, bitch.
That's why, like, I obviously get mad when people go that fast, but I understand the psychology behind it.
right.
Mostly not paying attention. And
No, it's just you're just
going
driving.
with the traffic.
You're just driving. Yeah, going with traffic is going 55,
Right.
60 miles. an hour.
Everybody's having the same psychological effect.
Yeah, and the thing is, Seguin's incredibly dangerous. You have too many points of conflict on the road.
Yeah,
You
what?
have too many places to enter and exit.
Yeah, what?
It's
Yeah,
insane.
It's too many points of conflict in the flow of traffic. Which also, if think about the amount of land we sacrifice to parking lots.
Yeah, what? Especially off of Seguin. What?
That we build we're a car addicted society, which is just what it is.
Yeah.
Right. We build everything for the car.
Mm-hmm.
See, instead of improving the infrastructure we have, we build outward. Right. We build suburbs. We just build out.
Yeah.
Keep pushing it out. Keep
Dude,
pushing it out.
whenever I was
That's
at
what's
my
happening
IT
to
company,
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
like at my IT company, just looking at the past work of like the wiring we would have to go do, it's all of the buildings, all the older buildings that I would go into, it's just a Band-Aid. Just slap it over. Just slap it over.
Yeah.
Just slap it over. And it's just
Because
people
it take too much money and time to actually
Yeah, we
fix
exactly.
we deal with the symptoms rather than treating the actual disease.
Right.
Right.
it. We are the cancer.
That's
Creating the cancer.
that's an uplifting thought. No, but
We are the cancer creating the cancer.
It's very interesting to
That is
just
true.
see. And the funny thing is, it's not even sustainable, right? Because say I get married and have a kid, my wife's gonna have a car, I'm gonna have a car, he or
at some
she's gonna
point.
have a car. Like that's why the roads get torn up, because it's all car. It's
Yeah.
all car. Everything is a car. You need a car to do anything fun in this city.
yeah, you're right.
In this fucking state.
Yeah,
You need a
in this
vehicle.
state. Who are we kidding? There's
Yeah.
really only like the most liberal places in America have like established like cycling infrastructure.
San
and, like,
Francisco was
Franci-
fucking
there you go.
amazing.
There you go.
That dude, I was just looking at just the bike lanes. I'm like, I appreciate
Well,
this
see,
so
in
much.
big cities like that, I wouldn't even want to own a vehicle.
I know.
Because I'd be too
They make it a
nervous.
hassle.
Yeah.
They make it a
well,
hassle.
not even
to-
Yeah.
not even that. I'd be too nervous because of all the other people. Like I don't want to hit no one. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
while we were and people fucking robbed the shit out of you in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Because I was we
oh,
were
they take
we were
that motherfucking pretty ass bike we got too.
we were renting a bike to go across the the Golden Gate Bridge, and fucking we were returning our bikes, and I think 5 minutes before we were watching like the outro of this whole fucking episode that just happened. So apparently we walked in our bike to the shop, and then some people were coming out and they were yelling and shit, and apparently some dude just walked up to the car that the people were right next to and then just broke into it,
Yeah.
busted the window, and then just started digging around while there was like San Francisco is fucking insane. So like, yeah, you get a fucking bike. I don't want
Well-
to get my shit stolen in the middle of broad. Dude,
well,
it was
you get
10
your bike
a.m.
stolen in the middle of broad,
Yeah,
broad
yeah,
daylight too.
no.
Like,
Yeah, true.
I
there's
would
just too many people.
cry. I would cry like a little bitch.
Having
if
a
my
s-
bike got stolen.
dude,
Seriously,
Having
that
cities
bike,
that big with that many people is also not sustainable.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
Because look, what they
Especially
do,
San Francisco.
what I have found,
The whole state of California.
Yeah, really.
Or the whole coast of California.
The
is what I should
reason
say.
those cities, another thing I read with urban planning, another reason those cities, high-rise cities with skyscrapers and, big duplexes of apartments, the reason those are unsafe a lot for crime and robbery is because a street is safe when people feel that they can occupy it without fear, right?
Right.
It's well lit.
Right.
There's eyes, lots of surveillance, people who can look on the street.
Not necessarily fucking cameras.
But no, not cameras.
Right.
You need people,
Like
you
the
need human
presence, like the feeling.
the feeling
Right.
of presence of people. Like, oh, if I yell for help, someone's gonna look out.
Like,
and
dude,
see
if you
that
go
I'm
to
in
Bay St.
trouble.
Louis, Mississippi, and walk around those towns by the beach, you'll feel such a welcoming presence.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
But in New York, in San Francisco, and all these big established cities, they build up.
Yeah.
They build up. So now the hallways become the street, right? Because that's
Right.
where the city is. It's in the building.
That's right.
So that's where it got closed doors. What, a peephole? That's surveillance? Like, no.
And no Southern hospitality up there, bro.
Right. Yeah, none.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't hear a thank you. And whenever I would say fucking ma'am or sir, I would get the weirdest fucking looks.
That's so weird.
Like, thank
know.
you, you're welcome. People
My brother
just
went to
do that. I'm like, what the bitch, I'll take my shit back. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah, fuck you.
No thank you, bitch.
fucking lady.
my brother,
Fucking lady.
my brother went to Italy, and he said that they kind of look down on Americans with
I bet.
disgust.
I think
I'm sure.
don't French people do the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if I had women
Fuck.
and bread and cheese like that, I would look down on the world too. if I had
The
that country-
amazing fucking
Yeah.
food of
if
the
I had
Italians.
that, if I had that cuisine, I'd be like, get out of here.
Hey,
But,
bro, we can go toe to toe, bro. Louisiana
I
food
know, I
versus
know.
Italian food. I think we can make a pretty good fucking argument, don't you think?
But my brother
Absolutely.
said the hotel he was staying at, when you attempted to get just another towel, they he made him feel like it was a chore to get another towel.
All right, I'll get you a towel.
Well, in America, it's like the hotels, they're there to service you. It's
Right.
not that way on the other side of the world. In certain sections, I would imagine. I'm sure in Western Europe, it might be a little bit like that.
You need to watch this dude. We've mentioned him on the podcast, Harold Balder. He's this dude that just vlogs himself by himself going to different countries without even knowing the language. Like, he went to Vietnam not knowing any of the language and made market videos where he goes to these fish markets and just fucking bargains with people, house tours, and he goes to the slums and he really shows what's up with all of these different countries. Like Vietnam, he's been to the Philippines, he's been to Sri Lanka, he's been to Italy, he's been to he just came back from the U.S. He went to Texas to fly out of a helicopter and shoot an AR at some hogs.
That's like the most American thing. I've ever
The entire time he
badass.
was. This is a Swedish dude. So keep in mind, this Swedish dude just going around and just fucking up shit.
Well, this
So-
motherfucker probably never handled a weapon in his life before.
No, he has.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, he
Okay,
has.
okay.
He hasn't handled the fireball. 'Cause apparently that was his drink of choice whenever he was doing all these videos. He climbed a mountain that apparently hadn't been explored yet, and then not a mountain. It was some fucking no. He was in Arizona whenever he did this. He hiked up someplace, and then the whole video he was just mentioning fireball, and then he had 5 or 6 of those little bitty things, and then he would just chug it while he was going, and then once he got to the top, he had this little flag, and he's I named this Fireball Peak. So I don't know, is Arizona is U.S. associated with Fireball? I think we
The
would.
US?
What would be
Yes.
the drink that you would tell?
most closely associated with the United States.
Yeah.
Budweiser.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Budweiser.
Yeah, but
Budweiser is actually owned by another company that's not based in the U.S. I read that the other day. So
something.
but it is
Busch-Anheuser, something like that. I think they're a
Anheuser-Busch?
Yeah, Anheuser-Busch. I
Anheuser-Busch,
think
that's
they're
right.
a,
he had
or
I
Bud
think
Busch
Light.
beer.
yeah, I think they're a German company.
Yeah, see. I
We're
mean, that
told
literally
lies.
that doesn't sound American at all. Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, that's not American at all.
No. Well, you got to think of it. America was probably the last established. I don't want to say society, but for lack of a better word, power structure.
Yeah.
We were the last established, so no, we're not the first fucking
we got
ones
the
to do
rest of the
anything.
land. We found the rest of the land.
Right.
We're like, oh, okay. There's a lot more out here. We'll occupy this.
We got
Yeah,
it.
we're going to India.
Yeah.
America.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So I wanted to make this 30 minutes, but we kind of got on some tangents. You know what would have made a worse tangent?
You're making me feel unwelcome.
No. You know what would make a worse tangent is if I mentioned what was on my shirt, which I'm not going to mention because even if we say the word,
I'll control myself.
me and Eminem are insane Eminem fanboys. We actually
Piece of candy?
piece of candy.
Piece of candy?
We found it out. I remember you finding out how much of a fanboy I was in. I know I said that we're not going to talk about this.
That
but
was a sophomore geometry class. if I recall.
not that moment. There was another moment whenever we were listening to the Slim Shady LP together, and then I was we were like both reciting every single lyric like we always do, and then
right.
I was including like all the little bitty ad libs that he would just like go off that nobody else would know, and then you're like, how do you know that? I know that you know this shit now.
Yeah, I remember trading songs. I remember being like, because that's what it is when you run into a fellow stan. You're like, which ones do you like? And then I'm like, have you heard this? Have you heard this?
Yeah,
You're
here's
just
an unreleased I just uncovered.
Unloading this mental Rolodex.
Fiending over this artist, just sitting in an apartment, just blowing down, just blaring Eminem.
But
album after album after album.
Yeah.
That's why I got this up here.
I hear you. That's
My
great.
favorite album of all time.
Which one is that one?
MMLP. Marshall Mathers LP. His second studio album.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna try to do to go back to the bike? I'm gonna start trying these ultra things. There's like ultra endurance stuff.
What the fuck is that?
Okay. These people are insane. Trust me.
Ultra endurance.
Okay. Do you know what the Appalachian Trail is? I'm gonna start with a hiking.
Yes.
one. Okay. There are people who do the whole thing. The world record is 45 days. And it's 2,193 miles. And he hikes it.
That's a month and a half of a race?
Mm-hmm. These people are insane. They're insane. You have to be psychotic to do that. I'm not kidding. Like, why do you think Lance Armstrong is the way he is?
Yeah.
He's a lunatic.
Why do you think
That's
Kanye
like
is the way he
David
is?
Goggins doing. I think he did
absolutely.
like 4 or 5 Ironman
It's-
in a row. Like you
Yeah,
finish
it's the
one,
same thing.
week off, start another one.
No, dude,
Chris,
no.
I don't want to. Do you know what an Ironman is? Just
No.
to get a reference.
I know it's a really
fucking
fucking
insane.
excruciating race, but that's about it.
It's a triathlon, and it's the most difficult of as triathlons.
Is that
get.
where they jump on top of the hurdle and go into the water?
No, that's
or
a
is that
deca-
something different?
that's a decathlon.
Decathlon.
Yeah. Okay. A triathlon is run, bike, swim. But it's the actual order is swim, bike, run.
Fuck, dude.
All right. So an
Trying to
Ironman.
do that after swimming.
An Ironman, which is the only way I would get like a tattoo, is if I did an Ironman.
Yeah.
I would get a tattoo of that.
That definitely
fuck
warrants a-
everyone else.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
doing that is incredibly difficult.
You get like an Iron Man teardrop.
I knew a retired cop. Well, I don't know him. My mom knows him, and he's a retired cop, so he's in like his 40s or something, maybe older.
Yeah.
And he was training to do one.
Yeah.
Like
God damn, man.
2 years
Fuck.
ago.
Yeah, the amount. I mean, if I wanted to do one, I would have to train for like 2 years.
Shit.
2 years to be able to do it.
Yeah, man.
Like
Fuck.
to do it like the way I would want to do it. I mean, I might be.
And
able
that's like a hardcore 2 years.
absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
like no
training
days
5-6 days a week.
Bro.
Let me think. Okay, the swim section is 2.4 miles. It's 2.4 mile swim, 112 on the bike, and then you run a marathon.
Oh my God.
It's
And
fucking
so-
nuts.
You complete this, all right, go run. Run
then,
a marathon.
So then
now.
26.2 run.
God, man.
And the world record for that's like 8 hours or something.
Fuck.
No, it's unseen. It's
Holy
unbelievable.
Shit.
Okay. Let me try to wrap this up. So
Wait. One more thing. We need to have all of these competitions in a separate category where people are on drugs. I want to see how fast motherfuckers can really.
Are you talking about like so like
I
one
want to see
race?
how high a motherfucker can really jump.
One
Let's
race
shoot 'em
does
up with some shit.
One race does coke. One race does meth. One just smokes weed. One does dabs, and then one does Xanax.
I'd say have a category. Here's your pills.
We already
Here's your
kind of
here's your
have-
weed.
Yeah, before
Here's your meth.
Before high-end pharmaceuticals in cycling, they were doing cocaine.
Yeah.
Like that's what
I
they would
believe
do.
it.
They would do
Well,
it.
they were getting it cleaner too.
Yeah, they
so
were
it
doing
wasn't
inf-
just
yeah.
30 minutes.
They were
it'd
doing
be hours.
amphetamines to do it.
So instead of like a gel,
before modern pharmacology allowed them to do the high-end pharmaceutical drugs they're using.
What do you think they used as like a mobile like coke thing? Like while they were riding, you think they just had those little like capsules where you just like put it up?
I heard something crazy. Lance Armstrong, who obviously knows everything there is to know about cycling, said that the tour's like a little bit over 100 years old now. So it's been going on for a really long time. People would do, now this is fucking crazy. They would take a cork from a wine bottle and they'd tie a piece of fishing string to it. And they'd put it in the team car. And then they'd stick the cork in their teeth. And they would get just a subtle pull. Just a subtle pull.
That's insane, man.
Just a subtle pull the whole time.
No shit.
That's fucking crazy.
It took a second for that to click, but
yeah, to get fishing line on a cork in your teeth in a car, and then the car takes off with the fishing line.
Shit.
You have to go.
Either that
you
or
have to
fucking
keep pedaling.
Ever so gently, it just starts to pull you up.
Yeah, or your fucking teeth come out.
Yeah, dude, you have to. That's
and
making
do you know how much
you do
pressure?
I know.
It would have to pull your teeth out.
Imagine if you slow down a little bit.
If you get just a little slack in that line, and then they gas it.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking about all this insanity, all these insane races, I want to tie this back into the mental health aspect of it.
Absolutely.
So for all the fans out there, what can they do to like, if they want to start biking like tomorrow? What's like a good first bike, and then what is a good like amount of miles that they should do?
I mean, honestly,
to like get your feet wet.
Yeah, just get out there and whatever you have at the beginning. I don't want to be a gatekeeper or be someone who's like, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's whatever makes you comfortable to start. Now,
you don't need the best of the best or the most
no,
expensive
you don't
equipment
need the
to do
best.
During
of
the pandemic, there was only 2 bikes left. I told you this.
I
There was
walked
a
in the-
big fucking tire bike, and then there was a shitty bike that I have now.
Yeah.
And I bought that fucking $100 bike, and I've been riding it for about a year and a half.
I went to
and that's how I
Capitals-
get my exercise,
Yeah.
and that's all you need.
The Capital Cyclery on Jones Creek. I went there. I had already been riding. I was coming to have my bike serviced to like have it looked at, make sure everything's running right. And the showroom was empty.
Holy shit.
No shit.
Completely empty. This is like April 2020.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
like,
around the time where I got my bike.
Literally like 4 weeks in.
There was a
Pandemic.
line, and there was a whole bunch of people talking about how they were about to get a bike.
And I was like, are y'all going out of business? I asked them.
Y'all
that. I was
moving?
like, are y'all going out of business? Y'all moving locations? And they go, no, we sold a year's inventory in 3 weeks.
Holy fuck.
Bruh. Capital City stock, baby.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay, now I understand from an economic standpoint, you're going to need there's going to be a supply chain issue.
Yes,
you're
at
gonna
some
have
point.
Demand for bikes that you can't fill.
Right.
But they're rolling in the cash.
Oh, yeah.
If you just sold all your bikes.
Everyone's saying business sucks. They're saying business booming, baby.
yeah, business is booming, bitch.
But I would just say, honestly, you got to get out there and just, you have to get in the fresh air.
I would say
You have to.
If you want to try anything like that for your first time, find someone that you're comfortable with
Absolutely.
and get out there and do it with them.
Yeah, so they can lead the way, and then you can be like, okay,
Not
that's
necessarily lead the way, but
It's like
someone
it's
who
some weird
they don't
su-
have to be in it.
It's a support system kind of. It's like
Yeah.
we're both in this shit storm together. Like
Right.
although it's
Or
hard sometimes-
interested
Yeah,
in
we're
it.
interested.
how. Right.
The amount of miles though, I mean, honestly, to start, just a couple.
Yeah.
Ride for like 30 minutes.
What
Yeah.
I did was I rode.
Yeah, don't go for a certain amount of miles. Go for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of what I did
Because
whenever I
if you
first
go
got
for
my
an-
bike.
If you go for an hour, it's equivalent to working out for an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what most people do. Bodybuilders work for 4 fucking hours. You're not trying to be a bodybuilder on your
Yeah.
first day.
Right. And whenever I got my bike, I wasn't like, okay, I'm going to get my bike, I'm going to ride 15 miles an hour, and I'm going to ride 5 miles.
Right.
I just got on it. I'm like, okay, let me see how long this neighborhood is. Let me see how many times I can circle around it without getting like extremely tired. And then once I would reach that point, I'm like, okay, this is a good starting point. And then I just build from that, you know.
And what you'll find, obviously, when you get into the more high-end models, like you're huffy. It's not gauged for long distance.
No.
That's like it's not geared. Sorry, it's not geared for long distance.
Yeah, I feel it too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It doesn't have the gears to sustain like the options you need.
Right.
To like when you get tired, all right, I'm going to go down a gear. It's got like what What do you got?
I have
16 gears.
Nope, 16. Fuck,
No,
I have
12.
6.
6. That's what I mean. I got 16 options. You got 6.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's just there's
I
options.
hadn't even played around with them enough to even notice. I just played around with the 2 that's on the left.
Yeah. You just need to be in the big chain ring.
I need one last question. What is your warning signal to people to get the fuck out of the way? Like, do you say like on your left,
Move, bitch.
on your right?
There's a couple cycler isms, I guess I would call them.
I say on your left, on your right, and
that you
sometimes
learn-
that doesn't fucking work. People don't.
that you
fucking
learn
listen.
when communicating, especially in large group rides or especially by yourself too. I'll give them all that I can remember off the top. If you're cycling towards someone walking, you say the opposite of the direction they're on. They're on their left. You say, I'm on your right. So they just know to not walk over to the right.
I want a bell.
Yeah, bells are good too. Now, there's one that I found online. Speaking of bells, that you can ring, and it like rings like a cat bell. Like it just keeps going. It like
Oh, shit.
It's loud as hell. You cannot you will hear it.
Shit.
If you don't, you're
the way
deaf.
the sound travels, it rings for a really long. It's not like ding ding. It's ding.
Yeah, it has fucking like reverb.
Yeah, it's got the reverb in it. But I say on your right or left, depending. Car back. If you're riding with someone, like if they're in front of you, you say car back. Let's there's a car behind you.
Oh.
Car back. Signal left and right to cars so they know which way you're turning. Now, here's another thing. If a car's coming up on you and it's right behind you, you get your hand like this and you just put it behind you like that. It signals to the car that you're about to slow down. That's about to slow down.
Like you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa,
You're like,
whoa,
hold
whoa.
on, I'm slowing down. I'm turning.
Most people down here would
the-
probably
what-
assume that means get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
But no, just speaking of that, I've done that. I haven't flipped someone off, but like when they've run up on me, I've turned around and just looked right at them. I'm like, dude, I'm on a bike. Will you chill out?
Yeah, dude, you're in a fucking car.
Where would you like me to go?
I'm like, yo, you're gonna kill.
I hate when people do that to motorcycles.
You're
Like,
gonna
it's
kill
even worse on a
somebody,
bike.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a motorcycle too. Here's what happens.
I hate when people ride people on motorcycles. I hate it. It
Yeah.
pisses me off.
What
I hate
happened?
it. You're in that much of a rush that you're gonna risk this guy's life.
Yeah, people treat you like you have the protection of a car.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And
They
that is
roll up on
not
you,
the
they're
case.
near you. No, it's not even close.
You're not
you know how
strapped
you hit-
into a bike, or unless if your feet are clipped in, but you're not strapped into a motorcycle or on a bike. Like
Yeah.
you're strapped into your fucking vehicle.
It's part of the psychology when people get behind the wheel.
Dude,
It
imagine
is.
you're in GTA 5 and you're running like really hardcore on a car. You're going like 90 miles an hour, and then you hit like a motorcycle. You know that animation where whenever you hit them and they're like
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. You gotta think about that.
I learned that when I was young because I was almost hit while riding my dirt bike.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I was almost hit. Like a car backed out into the middle of the road and stayed there because I was riding my dirt bike down the road.
You would have hit that motherfucker.
I would have hit him.
God damn.
But I had enough room to go around. But
I saw
still.
something interesting in Germany. I know we're making this run long, but it's been fun. I saw something interesting in Germany that they got all people who drive buses.
Yeah.
They got them all, and they sat them on stationary bikes, and they had other bus drivers drive near them.
You just pass
so
them by.
so they could understand the sensation
Ah.
of what it feels like
I bet
to
there
have
were-
cars that close to you when you're
Right.
on a bike.
I bet that was a wake up call for a lot of them.
It's like Jaws
Yeah.
sometimes because
Yeah.
you hear it and you're like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, please do
and
not
then you
hit me
fucking
and
feel
kill
that
me.
wind gust.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. That's what I was feeling. Whenever big 18 wheels were passing me up, that would be whenever I would get really
Yeah.
scared.
Yep.
And then like I would speed up. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But okay. After all that ranting, it was great. But we have one more thing to do, and that's to lead us out from the Dak Attack with the Mac in the back of the sack.
Didn't skip a beat again.
It's the Dak with the his latest EP, Collective Thoughts, and this song is called Jungle. So we're gonna lead this out with Jungle. Thank you, Henry, for participating in the Broke Knock Life episode 67,
Absolutely.
the horror story Louisiana bicycling edition.
67.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, jerk
that
off,
bean.
fucking flick your bean, and we're gonna lead this off with Jungle.
Juice.
Jungle Juice.